Hello everyone, welcome to Business Northeast. Today I am with Ayush Murarka, who is the founder of Frogeto, a Guwahati-based frozen meal brand that delivers gourmet products and that are ready for every occasion. So firstly, welcome to our show.
Thank you, AK. I think it's okay if I call
Yeah,
you
yeah.
AK. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so
So
much.
firstly, I'd like to know what inspired you to start Frogeto and how has the brand evolved since its inception?
To be honest, Frozetto was it just came out of my personal interest into food. When I was back in UK, when you're studying for your masters, you don't really have much time to cook or do any other stuff. And one thing that made me realize, which is which I really feel sorry that I used to be very angry with my mother or mom, anything that takes requirement for cooking. So for an example, let's say कि आपने कोई एक सब्जी बनाया, वो सब्जी को बनाने में जितना समय लगता है उसी चीज को खाने में 5 मिनट लगता है, so from chopping to cooking to eating and then cleaning also, all of these things take hours. बट आपका जो जिस चीज़ के लिए आप कर रहे हो ना वो 5 मिनट का काम है, वो चीज़ मेरे लाइफ में जब मैं यूके में था तो फिर वो बहुत टाइम कंज्यूम करता है. देन आई डिडंट हैव मच टाइम फॉर दैट. सो व्हाट आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग वाज दैट आई यूज्ड टू prepare my meals, put it in the freezer, and use it for the whole week. Then that became a thing. Then I also found कि वहाँ पे already बहुत existing ऐसे frozen food businesses थे जो बहुत thrive कर रहे थे, and he was also preferred by all of these big businessmen as well. तो I realized कि यहाँ पे काफ़ी opportunity था. Then COVID happened. I came back to India, and then I came to Guwahati. I was doing a bit of R&D into कि food में ही घुसना है, but क्या चीज़ में घुसना है. देन आई वॉज डूइंग माई कोल्ड स्टोरेज का बिजनेस का R&D. तो आई रियलाइज कि वो इतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं होगा नॉर्थ ईस्ट में. देन आई थॉट कि मे बी फ्रोजन फूड कुड बी अ वेरी गुड आइडिया. सो आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग माई R&D टू फ्रोजन फूड. रियलाइज कि यहाँ पे एक्चुअली देर इज अ बिग गैप इन टू द फ्रोजन फूड एंड एवरी वन, लाइक टू बी ऑनेस्ट, गुवाहाटी में जितना कैफेज खुल रहा ना उतना कैफेज मैंने आई थिंक आज तक बॉम्बे दिल्ली में उस स्पीड में खुलते हुए नहीं देखा है. And then one of the biggest drawback of all of these cafes is that they have amazing interiors, but they suck at the quality of the food. Agreed? I mean, we all know it's true. It's true. आप पूजा बाजार में कहीं पर भी चले जाओ, एक आधा कैफे होगा जो अच्छा होगा, बाकी सबके सब ऐसे है कि चार्ज उतना ही करेंगे 500 रुपये एक मील का, but quality is very bad. That made me realize that they are facing challenges of hiring the chef, making, because chefs are also very expensive, and they are not able to cater to the customers the good quality food. Because then again, आप किचन में ध्यान दोगे या आप मार्केटिंग में ध्यान दोगे कि आपको क्लाइंट्स चाहिए, आपको गेस्ट चाहिए, तो आपको तो बाहर रहना पड़ेगा किचन के. तो आई रियलाइज कि उन लोगों का वो प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए यहाँ पर एक बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी है, यहाँ पर एक देयर इज अ स्कोप. एंड यू, फॉर मी माई सेल्फ, बिकॉज आई एम अ बिग फूडी, and when I go to a cafe and I pay bucks, big amount of money for a meal, you wait half an hour first of all. उसके बाद खाना आते सड़ू जैसा, तो you get very agitated, and we all know that दिल का रास्ता पेट से होता है, तो अगर पेट खराब है तो फिर दिमाग खराब हो ही जाएगा और दिल मन खराब होगा. That made me realize कि I have to help them with providing frozen food items. So which for an example, let's say gravy. तो उनका क्या है कि वो ग्रेवी हम उनको प्रोवाइड करेंगे और उनको क्या करना है, सिर्फ उसको कुक करना है और फिर अपने कस्टमर को सर्व करना है. दैट मेड मी रियलाइज कि यहाँ पर एक बड़ा गैप है और देयर इज अ बिग अपॉर्चुनिटी टू फिल. And I think that's how frozen food came into being. Now, Frozetto as a name, I would say. So I was working on one name and it came, I thought कि Hunger Express नाम रखते हैं. Then one of my other friend, the city center का owner, he said that कि Hunger Express में थोड़ा unhealthy sound करता है because it's an express. So I think it is fast food, and fast food is unhealthy. So I gave up on that name. I did a Google survey. Lot of people suggested कि नाम इतना खास नहीं है. देन आई वाज थिंकिंग कि ऐसा कुछ नाम हो जो लोग सोच कर कि उनको दिमाग में आ जाए. आई वाज लाइक फ्रोजन. देन आई वाज लाइक टोमेटो, पोटैटो, जोमैटो, ज़ेप्टो, एंड देन आई केम अप विद फ्रोजेटो. द नेम फ्रोजेटो इज नॉट इंडियन, इट डज नॉट साउंड इंडियन, इट साउंड वेरी इटालियन इन अ वे. तो आई वाज लाइक कि ये जो फ्रोजन और टोमेटो है वो मैच कर रहा है. देन आई मेड इट फ्रोजेटो. And the idea is to make Frozetto a global brand, you know, a global company to cater to all around the world. Like India ka Indian items should be catered to the whole world. So I was like, एक international touch उसमें होना चाहिए. So I was like, if Indians would say this name, it would be Frogetto,
Yeah.
like Frogetto.
Project.
And if any white person would say, it would be Frozetto, you know, Frozetto or something. I thought कि ये नाम बढ़िया better. So I think now you know कि नाम कहाँ से आया और
Yeah.
idea कहाँ से.
So कब start किया, मतलब किस साल?
This the R&D was started last year September
Okay.
for the frozen foods. Although I was doing a lot of other R&D into cold storage, into vacuum freeze drying, then I was doing heat pump as well. Then I was also working in brewery as well. Then I realized कि frozen में ही अच्छा खासा scope है क्योंकि यहाँ पर वो gap भी था. तो
So,
it started like around September.
September. So what is the process of research and development process, R&D process of your gourmet meals?
Like as I said, कि the product that I'm catering is for the food entrepreneurs, you know, the people who are into food businesses. तो जो items वहाँ पे चलता है, अब जैसे आपके gravies हो गए, आपके starters हो गए, आपके snacks हो गए, तो मुझे ये समझ में आ गया कि there are couple of items जैसे मटर, corn, fries, ये 3 item है जिसमें already बहुत सारे players हैं. तो उसमें घुसना ही नहीं because it's already very saturated. And big fish, it's the small fish, and I'm the small fish right now, you know. तो आई रियलाइज कि लेट्स केटर टू दी स्टार्टर आइटम्स लाइक यू नो आपका सोया चाप हो गया, कबाब्स हो गए, आपका ग्रेवी हो गया जैसे दाल मखनी हो गया, टमेटो ग्रेवी हो गया. सो लेट्स से कि आपको पनीर बटर मसाला खाना है, तो मैं आपको पनीर बटर मसाला नहीं दूंगा एज अ ग्रेवी, मैं आपको टोमेटो ग्रेवी दे दूंगा. तो क्या है कि आपका 50% प्रिपरेशन इज ऑलरेडी डन. ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज जस्ट पुट द फ्लेवर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू योर प्रेफरेंस फॉर योर गेस्ट, पुट योर पनीर और चिकन और वट एवर, and then serve it to the customer. So the R&D for the product, like my realization came that it's for the hotels and caterers. Now for the development of the product, like you know the taste, what would work in this, I was very grateful for individual. His name is Sachin Sehgal. He's from Delhi, and I think we all know that Punjabis are very big foodies as well. So he's a Punjabi, he's a hardcore Punjabi, and he has worked with hotels, like he's worked in Scotland, he's worked in Dubai, he's worked in London, then he was working for Oberoi, he worked for Taj as well. देन कोविड के टाइम पे उन्होंने अपना खुद का फ्रोजन फूड का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग शुरू किया था क्योंकि तब होटल्स वगैरह बंद हो गए थे. देन ही रियलाइज कि ही हैज टू गेट इनटू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. लकीली वी कनेक्टेड ऑन लिंक्डइन, वन ऑफ द आई थिंक टुडेज सोशल मीडिया टूल फॉर एवरी बिजनेस person. LinkedIn is the best tool, you know. So we connected there, and then I approached him. I told him about my idea. I told him there's a big gap in Northeast. So he knew which product was already working in the market because he was already catering to the
Yeah.
hotels. And so he came up and he told me, कि let's do it together. I'll help you develop the factory and I'll help you develop the products. So उनके जो बना हुए जो products थे वो तो मैं ऐड कर ही रहा. अब जैसे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए क्या है, मोमोज हो गए, आपका स्प्रिंग रोल हो गया, या तो फिर जैसे सपोज के लेट्स से कि आपका वो तिल के कुछ ग्रेवीज वगैरह हो गए, वो सब चीज़ अभी ऑन गोइंग है बिकॉज नाउ दैट इज नॉट हिज बैकग्राउंड. दैट इज लाइक आई हैव टू फाइंड समवन हु इज लोकलाइट एंड हु अंडरस्टैंड्स द ऑथेंटिक एसमिस टेस्ट, यू नो. सो दैट इज लाइक एन ऑन गोइंग प्रोसेस, बट इट टेक्स टाइम फॉर द R&D फॉर द लोकल. Otherwise, all the other items are already there.
So frozen food. So this term is not very familiar to a particular generation. So
Really?
yeah,
Okay. I mean, fair enough.
yeah. So I'm not talking about our generation. So
Okay.
how do you think? What are the challenges you have faced?
A lot actually,
Okay.
honestly. I mean, now I understand कि our generation they know what frozen
Yeah.
food is, but जो elder generation है, like you know, because they are the one who are currently in the market, you
Yeah.
know, they are the one who move money, do the money transactions and stuff. तो उनके accordingly क्या था कि there's one of the biggest misconception about frozen food is that if it's frozen, it's made of preservative. So I realized that one of the biggest challenging and also an opportunity as well is that ki people needs to be educated about what frozen food is. Let's just say कि आपकी मम्मी जब कभी कुछ खाना बनाती है घर पे और जो बच जाता है वो फेंकते तो नहीं है, उसे फ्रिज में रख देते हैं. क्यों रखते हैं? ताकि वो अगले दिन तक फ्रेश रहे. So one of the main thing that people have to understand is that कि frozen foods are actually fresh The only thing is कि fresh foods actually get damaged because of the bacteria contamination that it happens naturally. So if you put it in a temperature which is below 18 degree, then there's no bacteria formation. So that's how you maintain the quality and the freshness of the product. That is like a very big challenging factor that I have personally realized, क्योंकि सब ये बोलते हैं अच्छा 1 साल तक रहता है इसमें, मतलब वैलिडिटी 1 साल है, हम बोलते हैं कि हाँ तो 1 साल क्या तो कैसे होगा, वो तो नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड देन one what I personally feel is like, when you try to educate someone, there is a big ego in the people that they don't want to know. So it's a very long process, but the more challenging, the better it is. I personally feel.
So, what is your pricing strategy for your products, and how do you think your Progeto stands apart from other competitors in the market?
Okay. Well, the pricing strategy, there's nothing like, it's not like a game or something unique. Of course, like all you have to do is just study the market में क्या products है और उनकी क्या pricing strategy है. Lucky for me that the products that I am catering right now, there is no player in the northeastern market as of now. Delhi West वगैरह में है, West में है, South में है, North में है.
Northeast में नहीं.
हाँ, Northeast में
You
नहीं
were
है.
the first.
I am the first one, yes. And then again, if you are entering into something, then you should also make sure that you do something जहाँ पर saturation ना हो. So the pricing strategy comes in like, let's say that one meal, let's talk in terms of one meal. तो हमारा जो पैकेट्स है, वो पैकेट का अगर सपोज कि अगर आप एक मील लोगे, वो एक मील का let's say कि 200 ग्राम का एक पैकेट है, so that is somewhere around 100 to 200 rupees. One mistake that I did was that I was keeping 5 portion वाला पैकेट, कि क्या है कि आपने एज अ कंज्यूमर खरीदा, उसको आपने अपने घर पे रख लिया, तो आप उसको 3-4 पोर्शंस में खा सकते हो, तो वो आपका हफ्ता 2 हफ्ता 3 हफ्ता चल जाएगा. बट देन आई रियलाइज कि जनरली लाइक एज अ न्यू कंपनी, न्यू प्रोडक्ट एज वेल, you have to first give room for the people to make sure that they don't spend too much on a new product, right?
Yeah.
So पहले मेरा प्राइसिंग पॉइंट था 400 ग्राम का पैकेट, जिसका प्राइस था 300 350. अब है मेरा 200 ग्राम का पैकेट फॉर एन एग्जांपल, जिसमें 10 पीसेस ऑफ कबाब्स एंड टिक्कीज आता है. दैट इज बिटवीन 100 and 200. नाउ यू आर कंफर्टेबल टू पे 100-150 रुपीज टू जस्ट गिव ट्राई, कि यार कोई नया प्रोडक्ट है, ट्राई तो कर लेता हूँ. पर मे बी 300 के लिए यू विल बी हेजिटेंट,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I did the mistake of that first, but then I
We learned from
we learned from the mistakes, and then I made it like a little lower the price point, and then I came to a price point for the end consumers that it should be between 100 to 150. Always make sure that however your product is, think of it on the basis of your consumers point of view, कि वो कितना ready है किसी एक चीज को खरीदने के लिए. आपके अकॉर्डिंगली नहीं, तो फिर मुझे पैक साइज को छोटा करना पड़ा और प्राइस पॉइंट को नीचे लाना पड़ा. तो प्राइसिंग इज अगेन इन कंपेयर टू द कंपिटिटर्स, दे आर इन दिल्ली एंड बॉम्बे एंड दिस, उनका जो प्राइस पॉइंट है मैं उनसे भी नीचे रख कर रखा हूँ, क्योंकि अगेन लाइक मेरा जो सोर्सिंग है वो लिटरली यहाँ पर लोकली सोर्सिंग होता है, तो फिर मेरा लॉजिस्टिकल कॉस्ट पूरा बच जाता है. And then this location is close to the vegetable market, it's close to the airport, it's close to the railway station.
Yeah.
The one जहाँ से आपका सारा logistics वगैरह load unload होता है गौरचुक में डिपो बिल साइड से. So all of those cost is minimized, so which is why I was able to cut down the cost and compete with the brands which are catering in the western market, western part of India.
So how do you ensure to keep it hygiene, and
And-
how do you keep your product fresh? What are मतलब
No, I understand that. What again, the statement comes back to the same misconception that fresh and frozen are allies. They are friends. They are not enemies. So when you're asking me this question that how do you keep your product fresh, it is again the same scientific ideology that when you keep any product in the freezer, it stays indefinitely.
Yeah.
वो उसका क्या है कि उसका टेस्ट, उसका न्यूट्रिशन वैल्यू वो वैसा ही रहेगा जैसे आप उसको -18 में ले आते हो. तो फ्रेशनेस वाली चीज़ वहाँ पे आती है जब हम सोर्सिंग कर रहे हैं. तो अब क्या है कि वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट द फ्रेश वेजिटेबल्स दैट वी आर सोर्सिंग इज दैट फ्रेश और नॉट. Lucky for us that from the farms it comes to
Directly.
directly to the market, and then we take it straight from the truck itself. So there is no multiple touchings of the vendors, buyers, retailers, sabji wala.
So, how has the local market in Guwahati influenced Projeto's growth and product offerings?
Okay. Let's just say that Assam in itself is not just Assamese people. It is like mixed of the other states, for the Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, and all of those. And then also those like my family also, my forefathers also moved from Rajasthan to Assam. तो ये एक ऐसा लोकेशन है, प्राइम लोकेशन है. दिस इज लाइक नॉर्थ असम इज लाइक द दिल्ली और बॉम्बे ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट, राइट? Mixed ethnicity. There's a lot of different cultures of people. So it's not just one culture food that is available here. यहाँ पर आप देखोगे कि नॉर्थ इंडियन फूड्स भी काफ़ी सारे हैं, एसमीज फूड्स है, नागा फूड है. तो आई रियलाइज वन थिंग कि जितना यहाँ पर क्या है कि जैसे जैसे वेजिटेरियन का जो आजकल डिमांड बढ़ता जा रहा है, आई रियलाइज कि जो दिल्ली, लेट्स से कि आज भी गुवाहाटी में लोग ये बोलते हैं यार दिल्ली का जो दाल मखनी है वो गुवाहाटी में तो नहीं मिलता. नाउ आई डोंट नो व्हाई इज दैट द केस. And me, what I am catering, the product that I am providing is not like I'm providing any local products, because local products का जो quality है वो जो यहाँ पर ऑलरेडी बन रहा है अच्छा क्वालिटी में, मैं उसको फिर मैं क्यों हैम्पर करूँ. जो चीज़ यहाँ पर अवेलेबल नहीं है, जो है आपका वेस्टर्न का टेस्ट, आपका दिल्ली का टेस्ट, बॉम्बे का टेस्ट, साउथ का टेस्ट, वो चीज़ यहाँ पर लेकर के आए. अब लेट्स से कि अगर आप साउथ में कोई एज अ फ्रोजन डोसा का कुछ वो बना करके दो, वहां पर हर जगह पर डोसा मिलता ही मिलता है. तो वो चीज आप उसको फिर चैलेंज नहीं कर पाओगे. यू कांट रियली चैलेंज द मार्केट टू, बिकॉज अगेन आई कुड हैव मेड मोमो एट द वेरी फर्स्ट प्लेस, बट आई डिडंट इंट्रोड्यूस मोमो because I know that every other vendor here is making their fresh momo and they have enough demand that they can make in quantities. So, me catering those frozen items will not really solve their problem there. But the problem here is that कि okay, जो नॉर्थ इंडियन आइटम्स है वो चीज़ यहाँ पर उतना क्वालिटी में वैसा नहीं है जितना लोकल क्वालिटी का है. तो उसके हिसाब से the item that I have, such as dal makhani, the dahi kebab, hara bhara kebab, kadhai gravy, paneer tikka, paneer fingers, paneer pakoda. These are those items which is like again these are like pan Indian taste as well. Like it's everyone likes it as well, and it's also very much like the Western and North Indian taste as well. तो उसके बेसिस पे यहाँ पर वो आइटम्स मैं बाहर के आइटम्स यहाँ पे लेकर के आ रहा हूँ. यहाँ के आइटम्स को मैं छेड़ नहीं रहा हूँ. Although I do plan to bring the local items as well, but let's see how it goes.
So, what was your initial investment in this sector?
The initial investment for the setup of this was somewhere around 4.2 CR.
Okay.
This included everything from the like lease of this place and then the machineries as well. Then setting up if you see all of this panels and stuff. So everything on and off it went up to 4.2. Like it touched the 4.2 CR.
So, you are into B2B and B2C sales. So, what percentage of that?
Mostly, as I said, my major clients is the restaurants and cafes and those stuff. तो वो हो गए हमारे B2B. तो अभी क्या है कि majorly extremely we are catering to the B2B only. B2C में we are entering. Let's just say the proportion 75 is B2B and 25 is B2C. But we plan to expand the B2C as well, because again B2C also has got a lot of scope, and we plan to make it as such कि it comes to 60% of B2B and 40% of the revenue comes from B2C as well. Let's just hope that happens.
So, what is the overall revenue growth of Projeto
As of now?
as of now?
That's actually a very difficult question, honestly, because I think, as I've already mentioned, that this is like a very initial start. We have just started right now, but surprisingly, जितना मैंने expect किया था कि the response that I'll be getting, and I thought people will be very hesitant to consider accepting frozen foods. वैसा है नहीं, because they are all saying that they have the issue of कि they're not able to provide the quality foods and stuff. So there's people are looking for those products. I don't really have a number as of now because we are also very much at the early stage of it. But let's just say that we are currently catering to a couple of institutions such as, like, we are catering to the Misamari Indian Army. Then we are catering to the airport as well. Like we are providing Manchurian balls to them. So just say when your flight is delayed. Sorry, I'm going off the question. The Manchurian ball, the Manchurian and fried rice that you get in the airport is like, two Manchurian balls. That's what I provide. Like, it goes from us. So revenue में अभी this time, but ask me this question next time. I'll have a better answer to give that.
So, lastly, what are your future plans for Progeto and how do you see it in 4 or 5 years? How do you vision it?
I have the plan of
And-
the next 2-3
Yeah.
years. The future plan of Rosetto is like, to make sure that I had this thing in me that, like, I wanted to be called as the king of frozen foods, and to be a king of anything. I don't say that कि छोटे जगह से नहीं हो सकता या बड़े जगह से ही होता है. Like, I could have set up a plant in Gujarat, which is like a very big export hub. Which brings me to the point that my plan is to be global, in the next 5 to 10 years. In the next 2 to 3 years, my plan is first of all to cater to the northeastern market completely, and then start moving towards the eastern part of the world, which is like, Myanmar, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Singapore. Singapore is a very big market as well, and Singapore has got a lot of Indians. I think Indians are everywhere, but like, so there is a lot of scope in the export market, and as Guwahati is expanding, the way how Guwahati जिस तरीके से develop हो रहा है, Guwahati will become the hub of exporting for the eastern part of the world, So उस basis में the setup here instead of Gujarat, Delhi or Bombay, it's a very good location, gives me a first-hand advantage, and I think anyone should always think कि Guwahati, rather than going to Delhi, Bombay or somewhere, come to Guwahati. There's a lot of scope in Guwahati, So quite a lot of potential, I would say.
Yeah, sure. So, thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank
giving
you.
us your
It was
valuable
lovely.
time. Yeah.
Lovely speaking to you.
Yeah.
AK.
So, I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, viewers. Keep watching Business Noticed.